What's going on, Quantum Nation? Welcome back. Just got over the worst 24 hours, so now I'm finally cleared to start making videos, just barely, so here we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the testing material playlist, and we're going to use our peak brightness test as requested, so you guys can see the peak brightness of the Samsung Q60T 55-inch. Alright, now we're going to check out our 2% window stimulus. Alright. There you guys see 248. And that's on a 2% window stimulus that we're at 248 nits. That's not incredible. It's not fantastic. The 10% is the highest typically on Samsung TVs in my experience. So this is where you'll see the higher peak brightness, or technically the brightest that they can get. And right now we are sitting at 463 at the peak. So 463, and it's maintaining 462 on a 10% window stimulus. And now we're at the 25% window stimulus for SDR. And now we are at 462. So it's maintaining 400, around about 460. That's its pretty much average nit range here. But we're gonna follow this through until the end. As you guys see, now we're on a 50% window stimulus, where then you see things drop down to 200, and now it's back up to 460. Right? And so 460 for a 50% window stimulus. Not terrible, but not fantastic either. Now for the 100% window stimulus, which should be the lowest figure we'll see out of this, where again, if you go back over and look, $461. So it does a really good job of maintaining its peak luminance all throughout. I think that's pretty good. 460, it's pretty consistent across the board. The 2% is where we saw the lower 200s and things like that. So that is what it is there. Now what we're gonna do is go into our this test here. I'm gonna do the ABL test, because believe it or not, it's a good test that I use to test real-time ramping up and down of objects. And this would kind of represent how things would move across the screen in a natural manner, and the kind of nit range you can see fluctuate. So check this out. And as that circle increases and decreases, you're seeing that it's doing a pretty good job of maintaining 460 plus nits. So as you saw, it got down to the 2% window, and then it decreases, but for the most part, I think it's doing a bang-on job, at least for maintaining its 460 nits across the board. But it is a shame Samsung didn't raise the peak brightness, so it's kind of more the same as we saw last year with the Q60T, or rather the Q60R, where this is just a 460 nit TV, and it's not getting much brighter than that, as you guys see here. So there you guys have it. That's pretty much how that plays out. Now what we're gonna do, as a kind of like bonus thing here for you guys, we're gonna go ahead and test out the what do you guys say we test out? I'll just do the ultimate picture quality test, right? Which spans about 3 minutes, but you kind of get an idea of what this bad boy can do. Now I can go ahead and kill the color meter here. We don't need that running. Right. I'm gonna pop this off. Alright. Apologize for it not being in frame. I'm gonna back up here so you guys can see what we've got going on. Alright. Oh, I'm a mess right now, so just forgive that. Alright. So far we're doing good. We don't have any blooming or anything like that. It's just gray black, so that's pretty decent. Try to open this up so you guys can see. I think you can already kind of see what I'm talking about. Right? It's not terrible. Now we're going to open up so you can see the black levels here. They're pretty gray. Nothing fantastic, as you guys could probably see. It's a pretty pale looking image, nothing fantastic right now. But then again, we just had it in to do the peak brightness measurement. So it's sitting at its absolute brightest point that you could get it without going to the coolest color temperature. I chose not to do that because most people do not watch TV on the coolest color temperature. But if you did put it to the coolest color temperature, you probably get a little bit higher, but not too much. Nothing that would make a huge difference. And this looks pretty decent for the most part right here. And so does that. It's just gray. There's nothing fantastic there. But again, it's not terrible, right? And that's the big point that I'm making here. Colors are rich and vibrant. No problems there. Very natural looking color, so that's good. I calibrated this thing, I just have the brightness up too high. As far as color banding is concerned, it actually surprisingly manages it fairly well. As you can see, we do have some banding there and up here trailing. Have a little bit in the corner there, but overall it's handling it fairly well. Even with YouTube compression, I think that's pretty impressive for a budget TV like this to be able to manage banding this well. So I hope this video helps, and you know, it's doing something for you guys, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that's pretty much it for right now. Just kind of giving you guys a good well-rounded video, if you will. I'm gonna go sit my ass down and take a break here, but let me know if you guys have any more requests, and I'll make sure to get those videos out. We do have comparison videos coming real soon, so hopefully in those videos I'll sound a lot better. But I want to thank you guys for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.